All right, y'all. So, look, it's 6 o'clock. You already know what it is. I like to get it. I like to get it started. Like get started on time. So, listen, if you tuning in 15 seconds late, you already late. Just go ahead and run it back and try again. So yeah. So welcome back to Also Though Podcast. I was supposed to have a podcast last week, but I had a whole lot of stuff going on, so be prepared for that to be rescheduled. Shout out to my boy Jeremy J. Lee. Oh, we was gonna see. I feel like, and at the same time too, I feel like it ain't nothing but the devil. Because see, me and Jay Lee, we're gonna talk about forgiveness. You see what I'm saying? And so the devil came in and messed all that up. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's gonna happen. It will happen. We will reschedule. So make sure y'all tap into that whenever I have time to reschedule it. Thank y'all for tuning in on everything I do. Thank y'all for tuning in. If y'all be hearing me on Flex Radio, y'all hear me on KHAM Radio. I got a whole lot of, I got a whole lot of stuff coming up as well. So y'all make sure y'all stay tuned in on my Facebook page. I also posted the photo of the month, and the photo of the month are pictures is my photography pictures that I take. So y'all make sure y'all tap in for photo of the month, and y'all can get it for 50% off. As a matter of fact, on my website, um, www.iamronbrown.com. You can also go to Moon and Sage Spiritual Shop, and you also can go to Rude Boys Artwork to get my print. So shout out to my sponsors, Moon and Sage Spiritual Shop, Rude Boy Artworks. Shout out to my other sponsors as well, Latasha Henderson. They always behind me 100%. So let's go ahead and get into it for our guest for today. So my guest for today, I would love to introduce him, but he does so much like I can't keep up. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring him on so he can introduce himself and tell you all of the hats that he wears. So y'all give it up for DP the comedian.
The crowd goes
And
wild.
the crowd goes wild. So y'all put some so y'all put some hand claps in the comments
All
for
right.
me. Put some hand claps in the comments
Fans,
for me.
what the fans at? Give me some
Where the
fans.
ooh, where them fans at? Ooh, where them fans at?
Yes, Lord.
Definitely, definitely. So DP. So on the show right now, I have DP the comedian. So let us know what else does DP do.
In addition, I'm trying to make sure I'm checking. I'm trying to multitask. I'm over 50, so multitasking is a bit of a job for my age group. But yeah, in addition to being a comedian, I am a minister. I'm a licensed minister. I'm an associate minister at Greater Seminary Baptist Church on the Cooper Road, and I'm a co-pastor at Second Chance Ministries over on Texas Avenue with my sister's the pastor. So, and in addition to that, we have a catering and dessert business. Some people know me as the tea cake man because my tea cakes are very good. A lot of people say they remind them of their grandmother's tea cakes.
Cause they
And I'm
good.
also a real estate agent. And I'm trying to get into music ministry, but that hadn't taken off just yet. So y'all pray for me, and because the devil keep trying to discourage me in that area. I,
Look, I'm gonna have to have your sister on my podcast one day so she can cut up.
oh, she'll definitely get them lit up. She gonna have the church house full that following Sunday. They're like, we got to get to church this Sunday. We don't ever go again. Got to go.
I'm definitely gonna holler at her about
Yes,
coming on the podcast. For
well,
real. I got to have her. Got to
you
have her.
got to get you a nap that day because you're gonna be on for a
Oh,
while.
listen,
Get to talking about Jesus, she can go. She can go.
most definitely. So I don't know. So let's start off with okay, so what job or what career do you want to start off talking about first?
Oh gosh. We can go touch on real estate. We can touch on real estate for a minute or two.
Okay, so how did you get into how did you get into real estate? What led you to be like, I want to be a real estate agent?
Okay, that's a testimony. But like 20 years ago, over 20 years ago, I just had a passion for doing real estate. My wife and I, we had both gotten laid off, and I was dealing with some health issues actually, and so
Okay.
I started going to real estate school, and I got too sick. I got sick, and I never finished. Never took the test, and actually got my license. And after that, I went through a whole lot of health issues. So in 2020, I finally, got everything together. My kids were grown, so I went back to real estate school. Of course, we know in 2020, that's when the COVID-19 hit. So we had classes for 1 week, then they shut everything down. They discontinued the classes, and then they started the classes back up once everybody was able to get back out. We started classes back up. After that first week of classes, my whole family came down with the COVID-19. Just put a side note in, my wife was the one who brought it in, but nevertheless, I still love her. So we all had COVID-19. So I had, back then you had to stay out for like a whole month.
Yeah.
When you got diagnosed with it. So I was at home for that whole month, and I was still following along in the book and still keeping up with the class. As soon as we got a negative test, I went back, and my instructor, he was like, if you want to just wait and start the next class, you can, because you missed so much. I said, no, I'm good. Finished the class, took the test for the class, passed it. When it took the official test, passed it on the first time. To God be the glory, because you have to pay every time you make the test. I don't want to do. I pay all that money, so I passed it, and it's just something I've been passionate about even before I got my license. I was passionate about real estate, and once I got my license, and my first 2 deals was with my in-laws was my first transaction. My second transaction was my wife and I. And so they kind of took it to another level, just not it being a way to make money, not just being something that I love, but I saw how it can change your family and bless your family to be able to purchase a home, however, new construction, or older home, whatever your heart's desire is, to be able to say that, wow, God did that for me. Wow, we were able to accomplish that. It's a major thing. So it's something I'm really passionate about, and I really want to take it as far as God will allow me to take it. Because I always look at doing stuff not just for me, but I want my children and my grandchildren to have a stake in something as time goes on. So yeah, I want to take my DP the Realtor. I want to be as big as God would have to be, and I want to bless a whole lot of people and help them see God make their dream come true for them.
Amen. Y'all better put some spirit fingers in the comments. Put the spirit put the spirit fingers in the comments. Okay. All right. So now let's get to okay. So the tea. First of all, y'all look. The tea cakes. Let me tap in with the foodies. Like tea cakes, y'all. Let me tell you, the tea cakes are fabulous. Every time he has a show, if you've never been to one of his shows, he does have a plate with a basket full of tea cakes. But by the time I get there, they in my purse. And that's why y'all run out so fast, because
got to have my tea cakes.
I got to have, and I'm finna tell you, that is the only thing I can handle, because I purchased, is it the brownies or the cook? I think it was the brownies.
Triple chocolate brownies.
Okay.
Look,
let me tell you.
You need to go and be ready to lay before the Lord when you
listen, y'all. The brownies, this is not what I'm about. When I tell you it laid me out. Okay, y'all, the brownies are not nasty. Don't get it twisted.
Get it wrong. But they ain't no joke.
But that's listen, y'all. That's probably why I got pre-diabetes right now. Still. And that was a couple of years ago when I purchased the brownies from you.
Yeah, so y'all, a break cut into like 3 or 4
have to.
A little moderation.
You have to. You only can take 1 bite per week. Because
I mine with like a scoop of Andy's custard, so I just
okay.
Lord, I'll see you in a couple of days, because I'm gonna go ahead and call it a day.
You finna go ahead and call it a day.
Get down, yeah.
So how did you get into the cooking?
Now that's another testimony, because my mother passed away when I was only 19 years old. I'm the youngest of 6 children. I was my mama's favorite child. Can't nobody dispute that. So, but I was the youngest. I'm a mama's boy from the beginning, so I always hung around her in the kitchen. She loved to cook, and she was a great cook, and she was also a seamstress. And so I would always hang around her at the sewing machine, hang around her in the kitchen. And and in 19, when I was the summer before my senior year in high school, my mom had a stroke, and so she stopped. She stopped being able to do a lot of things that she used to do, and so I took on cooking for our family. And at that time, my mom had a stroke. She would cook for our family, and she would also cook for my sister's family. So she loved to be in the kitchen. So I took that on, and I started cooking, started baking. And then when my mom passed, like I said, and I went through some things in life, got grown, got married. Then when I got sick, I wasn't able to work yet. I was literally not able to work for like over 8 years, had no income. And I started baking, and people were like, oh, you know, how much you're charging for a dozen tea cakes? How much you're charging? I was like, charge. And so I said, okay. So I realized God was leading me to start a business. And it just grew from there. And one time, like I said, I wasn't working. My wife, we had 3 young children. My wife, she was working out. And one thing that stood out to me, one day my wife, you know, she had gotten paid. We were looking at her check and we were looking at the bills. And you know, her check wasn't enough to pay all the bills. And so I said, well, I've been putting all the money from my tea cakes in this can over. So I had like the old coffee can under the bed, old school, you know. And I pulled that coffee can out, started pulling money out that can, and it was just enough to go along with my wife's check to pay the bills. I was like, okay, Lord, I hear you. And so from that point on, it's really been a business, and I've been, you know, using it every chance I get.
And where can they, I'm gonna put the number back up here. Where can they find your tea cakes?
My wife.
And your deliciousness.
It's there at my wife got the number wrong. Can she hear me? She got my phone number wrong. It's 564. She got 666.
Oh,
you're not in trouble.
Take it down.
You're not in trouble. Just let she get a little nervous when I have to correct.
It's 5. Hold on, let me put this. It's the same number you call for a house, the same number you call for a TK. But ain't it at a gas station?
Yeah,
you still got a gas station.
My TK says Stepner's, Pines Road, Exxon.
Okay.
Right on the corner of Pines Road and Financial Plaza. Miss Rhonda's there. She's just a sweetie. Miss Karen. I'm from Miss Karen. I gave her another name. Miss Karen is there. She's so sweet, and she we sell them that about two in a bag for $4.99, I believe.
Okay.
Oh, for $3.99. Two in a bag for $3.99 plus tax. And so yeah, and I normally take a fresh batch twice a week. So I dropped off a batch in the morning. And I forget the exact address, but it is on Pines Road on the corner, Pines Road and Financial Plaza, right there on the corner.
So y'all make sure y'all go to the corner of
Pines Road, Exxon.
Pines Road, Financial Plaza. Make sure that y'all try the tea cakes. Try the brownies at your own risk. That's all I'm saying. You try them at your own risk. You need to put a warning label on those brownies because they're delicious. But when I tell you, I only had one from you, and that was more. Mm-hmm. That was more than enough.
They are no joke. They are. When I say triple chocolate, I ain't just making up something.
Yes, they're definitely triple chocolate. So y'all make sure y'all go get the tea cakes. And make sure if y'all ever come to one of DP comedian shows, steal them because hey, that's what I do. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get one. It's about 12 more in my purse. So please, okay. So let's also talk about your pastoral. Look, using big word, pastoral duty.
Right, come on here, come on. Come on.
Your pastoral duties. Let's talk about that next. So where you at, where you a deacon at, where you a preacher at, where you an evangelist at, where you a psalmist at, what?
Because I fought God tooth and I really did not want to be a minister, but I knew I was called when I was very young. And got distracted, so I focused on other stuff. But the calling always came back, and so I did children's ministry, I did the nursery, I did praise dance ministry, I cleaned up the church, I did it all. But God kept pushing me toward the pulpit, and I see it. I love to minister, but I love the opportunity to minister in my own way. I'm not trying to. I don't try to sound like other people, try to do like other people. I just let God use me the way. Sometimes it's comical. It's lightweight. Not gonna say lightweight, but what's the word I'm looking for? It's anointed. I just say it's anointed, and I just let God use me in that way. I minister at Greater St. Mary Baptist Church. We have 8:00 service at Greater St. Mary, and then we have 11 o'clock service at Second Chance. So I love, and those two ministries are totally different, and so I love the opportunity to work in both of them.
Okay. So. Listen, we ain't even got to his next career. That's what we finna focus on. But listen, He does a lot, y'all. So, and it's the same phone number for whatever you need. You got a prayer request. It's 318-564-3275. You want some tea cakes, easy on the brownies, 318-564-3275. You need a house, 318-564-3275.
That's it. One call, that's all. Come on.
One call, and that's and
That's
that
all.
one call, and that's all. So let's get into the main focus right now.
All right.
Okay, you're a comedian.
DP the comedian. I wear that hat as well.
How did you get into that? How did that?
I use the term sometimes when I'm being interviewed, I call myself the accidental comic because I really
Right.
never. Some people grow up like being like that class clown and being funny all the time. People just kind of always figure that's what they're going to do.
Mhm.
That wasn't me. I never thought about being an entertainer. I never thought about being a comedian. Other people kept calling me a comedian, and I was like, "Why do people keep saying this to me?" People say, when our church doing a fashion show, why don't you come and do a comedy set? I'm like,
Mhm.
I don't do comedy sets. I'm just me. And so it kept coming up, and then one day Bishop Ruby Pettisclo from Showers of Blessing, she was coming to Second Chance, and when she got up, she said, "I was rushing to get here because I wanted to hear Pastor DP if he said anything because he's my favorite comedian." And I was like, "Why people keep saying that?" And then the last thing that kind of really let me know, sometimes God have to tell me stuff over and over again. Last thing, Bishop Peter Sasser, he came up to me one Sunday after he was at Second Chance. He came up to me after church. He said, "Hey, Pastor, I want to do a DVD of you." And I said, "Doing what?" He said, "I'm doing comedy." I was like, okay, people keep saying it. So, and that's when I kind of like, okay, Lord, I listened and I started doing, I put together my first comedy show and live DVD recording back then. That was in 2013. And it's just grown from there.
Okay. So my question is, how do you balance all that? Because that's a lot.
It's a lot, much prayer and getting on my wife's nerves because sometimes she come home where she be like, "Look, you can talk about 10 different things in the last 5 minutes." When she come in, I be like, "Oh, baby, I need to do that." And because all the stuff be in my head, and then when I just started talking about, but yeah, it takes a lot of prayer. Like today, I had to get up and bake some cakes for a lady that's she's close to us. We've known her for a long time. And so like, if it had been like somebody else would be getting ready for the comedy show, get ready for the interview tonight, I probably would say, "Well, let me get them for you another day." But because she wanted my regular customers, so okay, I'll do them. So I got up, got in the kitchen, and I just have to kind of be prayerful and just be able to roll with the punches because we have an autistic son who's 27 years old. So I got up this morning, okay, once I got my wife out the house, got her out to work, I said, let me get in the kitchen. As soon as I turned around, 6:32 exactly on the dot this morning, he come out the room. I'm like, "You got to go to work or something?" Ain't told me nothing about it. So, I had to get him situated and still get the cakes done. So, yeah, it definitely takes prayer. It definitely takes me just kind of sometimes being able to say, okay, I can't do this right now. I'll back to another time. That was hard for me starting out. Because my wife would fuss at me. She'd be like, "If you know you got to preach, you ain't baking no tea cakes. If you know you got this, you can't." And I don't want to miss out on no money. I don't.
I know that. Look, that's how we do. That's how we do.
I want to do it all. I need something to go in that coffee can under the bed. I want to do it all. So yeah, it definitely takes me sometimes stepping back, listening to my wife, and definitely being prayerful because and then like I said with my son, just have to be ready to roll the punch because it's not most of the time if I plan it, it's not going to go that way. So I just have to kind of just roll with the punches and see how God want to work it out.
Right. And I tell people that too. That's one thing we do when we have our regular customers.
Right.
We break our neck for our regular customers.
Have to come through for them.
We got because that's something I do. Like I'm tired right now, but if one of my regular customers say, "Hey, I need you to yada yada woo woo," okay, here I come. I'm on my way.
Got to get it done.
Got to get it done. Right.
Nobody there for us. So
Right. So you have a comedy show, your yearly comedy show coming up, and what's the name of it again?
Don't let the phone booth fool you. Comedy and count. I'm kind of into the Superman thing. Y'all see that? Superman is kind of like my thing.
Yes.
So is Don't Let the Phone Booth Fool You. Comedy and count as my annual show. And we ready to sell out this year. We got an amazing lineup, and it's gonna be a great show. So look, everybody to get them tickets and come on out and laugh with us.
Absolutely. So who is in your lineup?
Our host, first of all, is Miss Shanika Whitaker. She a minister. She sings. She a first lady, and she's just a sweet, amazing person. Our other host is Munchie, the comedian himself, Munchie, and I'm so glad to have him on the roster. Also, our guest comedians coming in. We got Kevin Hollingsworth, and we got my boy Trey Mack, and they are both phenomenal. They are both hilarious. Both, Trey Mack lived here for a while. He's in Texas now doing things, and he's just hilarious. And Kevin Hollingsworth, he's a real nice guy. I've done shows with him a few times, and so they're gonna be there doing their thing, telling jokes. We got Moved by the Spirit Mind Ministry, a phenomenal ministry. I've known Travis since he was a little boy as well. We got Run Diesel. He's actually my cousin, my first cousin. He's gonna be doing some spoken word and some inspiration.
Okay.
Put the family to work. Hey man, and he ain't getting paid like every. No, I'm joking. We got a love offer for him too. So put our family to work. Look, and then we got who else we got on the roster? We got we got Pastor Darren Jackson. We always have like an inspirational message in the show. So Pastor Darren Jackson from Morning Star Baptist Church is going to be our speaker for the event. And we got somebody Evangelist G, Greg Stewart. He's going to be bringing his Christian hip hop, his rap. And Evangelist G, he's an OG. I love Evangelist G. He is a great guy. He is truly committed to the things of God. He has a testimony too. And then the finale of the show, wrapping the show up, is going to be the one, the only Orchesis Dance Company from Grambling State University.
Okay.
Y'all in the house, because y'all know how Orchesis is coming. My son actually dances with Orchesis now, so they are going to come do their thing, and we are so excited to have them in the show.
Hold on.
Who said
Jonathan Ellison says, let me know what you're wearing so he can bless you with an honorable pocket square and something from the Betsy Brooch collection.
Man, I appreciate that, man. Okay. I've been watching because he's what's it? Don't tell me. House of how does it pronounce? House of Dappery. But I've been watching. I want one of those bags. So
that's the bag. That's the bag I carry.
I still want one of them bags. I love a good bag. I love a nice bag. So definitely, I appreciate that. Thank you so much, Brother Ellison. I appreciate that. I'm wearing burgundy. I know that much.
Right, and I can get it for you too. So
okay, awesome.
Yeah. So he's wearing burgundy, Jonathan. He's wearing burgundy. So just hit me up and let me know, and I can get it for him. That's so
look at that. Look at God.
Clutching my pearls. That's so sweet. But I'm mad at Jonathan because Jonathan was supposed to be on my podcast a while ago. But we ain't gonna matter of fact, I hope he looks forward to a text message after this show because I have to set a date so he can come on here. So yeah, I wish he can hop on now so y'all two can talk about fashion. Y'all both for some fashion.
I love to be two things. I love to be is sharp and somewhere eating something good. So those are two of my favorite things.
Yes. So I forgot I got so excited. I forgot my next.
All right.
I got so excited. I forgot my next question. So you have a son with autism.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How is that?
Look, for that, he's really my full-time job. I tell people, my wife calls him my supervisor, but I tell her stop calling him that because he be listening, he be paying attention. He really think he my boss.
He do. He
really do. He don't stop playing. But yeah, it's a learning experience every single day. We get up and I've learned to listen because he is nonverbal. He's not high function. He's nonverbal. So I have to hear what he's telling me, and we've established a communication that he doesn't have with anybody else in our family. And so he knows how to let me know what he wants. I can kind of like, if he just point, I know what he wants like that. And so it's a blessing in that it teaches me how much God loves me. I'm not perfect. I have some issues. I have some communication issues sometimes, but God still loves me and He's attentive to me to know what I need, and that's what I endeavor to have for my son, that same kind of heart, that same kind of relationship with him.
Okay, and because y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all this story. CJ don't like me. I don't care about him being nonverbal. Okay. That nonverbal, that's listen.
Don't mean nothing. Look, he
Don't
gets
mean nothing.
cross, I promise you.
It doesn't mean nothing. If y'all see how CJ looks at me when he see me, sometimes, and I pay attention, sometimes he'll make a noise, sometimes he'll just turn his lips up. But CJ don't like me, and I'm gonna tell you why. So I work with DP as much as he called me. It need me to do something. I'm with DP, but at one time we drove somewhere and we had to change clothes. And so when I got out the car to go home, I left my shirt in the car and CJ found
it. Yeah. Look, I was sitting on the sofa watching TV. It was a Monday because I had a long day that Sunday. I was tired. And so I saw him standing over me at the corner of my eye. I look around. He's standing there holding the shirt. He like, who this belong to? And I looked at him, so I went to reach for it. He pulled back like, I ain't heard you tell me who it belonged to. I said, oh, that's belong to Ron. And then so he looked at me like, okay. So he wasn't gonna let it go until I explained to him. So his mom
that's right. And he been looking at me crazy. He been looking at me crazy ever since. Ever since he been looking at me crazy.
I promise you.
Yeah. So look, don't let look. We need to do a show. Don't let the nonverbal fool you.
Yeah.
Because these kids know. They know. Yeah. They some of the smartest people. They know.
Gotcha.
Yeah, they know. So how did you come up with this? Don't let the phone booth fool you, and wanted to start it, making it a yearly thing for you.
It came, like I said, came from that first opportunity to do the show and the DVD, and then it kind of grew from there. Where I added my Superman, the love for Superman, and all the Superman represents. And one of the things that stood out to me with Superman is I read a quote by Christopher Reeve years ago. Let me find out, so I don't want to misquote it. And it always stands out when I read it. Now, give me 1 second, y'all.
Go ahead.
I don't want to misquote him. And this is why we call it the Don't Let the Phone Booth Fool You comedy encounter. Let me find it. I know I got it here. Somewhere. Okay. No. I'm telling y'all, it's on here.
It's okay. Just make sure y'all go to www. Sorry, y'all. Long day. Make sure that y'all go to www.dpthecomedian.com to get your tickets. As a matter of fact, if you would like to sponsor a ticket,
right.
Let me know. I got you. Let me know if you want to sponsor a ticket. If you want to sponsor something, let me know. I got you.
And I want to shout out a special thank you to the sponsors that we have already. Truth.
Okay.
We had one sponsor, True Story. This year we got Liberty Christian Ministries, Kingdom Church, Apostle Sandra Calvin, my mom, and loving memory of my dad, Bishop Calvin. And we also have Tanja D, the comedian, Ton of Fun, the comedian.
Okay.
He's a sponsor. We also have The Rock Christian Family Church, Pastor Eric Williams, my brother, my friend, Pastor Eric. And second somebody, am I forgetting anybody, baby? We got The Rock, we got Tanja D, we got Liberty, and I think that's all our sponsors for right. Of course, we got DP the Realtor. He's also a sponsor. But we have some great door prizes. We got a gift certificate for Superior, my favorite place to eat, Superior House. We got a gift certificate for that. We got a gift certificate with King Sam Photography, and also with you doing?
Oh yeah, me too. Look,
and also with Also Dope Photography. So we got
I have a photo shoot in a raffle. Look, I wear just as many hats as you do. I'm in interview mode right now, forgetting that
She is awesome.
Yes. A photo shoot with me is in the raffle also. So yeah, y'all hop
and
on.
Also a door sign by Shimona. That's a great. Y'all check out the website and my Facebook pages for all details on the door prize. So not only are you gonna come and have a good time, laugh, get some inspiration, get you some motivation. We got a reception because my birthday is April 14th. We normally do the show closes to my birthday, but because of the way Easter fall, we're doing it on March 28th. So we're gonna go ahead and do a pre-birthday reception that night. So we got cake, we got refreshments. My wife will be in the kitchen.
And that'll be at 6 o'clock.
We start that at 6 o'clock.
We start that at 6. So make sure y'all, if you're coming, if you buying tickets, y'all make sure y'all be there at 6 o'clock because I'm gonna be there and the food gonna be gone. So listen, y'all got to,
don't play around.
Yeah, look, don't play around. 6 o'clock.
Miss out on your blessing.
You gonna miss out. You gonna miss out. So 6 o'clock. Y'all need to be there.
That's why we got Jay Brown, the Bible Linens. He will be at the show as well.
Okay.
So my wife give me some talking points. I'll deal with that. We have a staff meeting after this. So, but Jay Brown, the Bible Linens, he's gonna be on the violin and DJ. You know, he team dark skin like me, so we wear many hats.
Right.
He's gonna be DJing and playing the violin that night as well. Forgive me, Jay. I wasn't overlooking. I was, I'm over 50.
So what is your being that you do so many things, not even so many jobs, so many careers,
right?
What's your favorite?
Oh man, oh gosh, I was talking to somebody about that the other day. They were like, if you could just do one thing, what would it be? And I don't even think I was able to come up with anything, to be honest. I think if I don't even know. I mean, I guess I can't give up ministry, so I would have to do ministry. But if I just did ministry and one other thing, it would probably be comedy, I think.
Okay.
Because I'm like some ministry, I have to do. CJ is definitely going to be in my life. So if I stepped away from anything, it would be really. But I would like for it to be a place where I have my real estate business set up where my children can come in and take that over. And then I just focus on comedy and dog and bacon. I can't do it. I can't just do one thing. I can't. I will have, even if I did try to do, I'm gonna be in the kitchen on the weekend baking up some tea cakes just because.
Yeah.
So I can't do that. I'm gonna have to do it my own until the Lord call me home. I can't. I tried, love. Really, I did.
We love it. We love it all. We definitely love it all. What is your are you planning on trying to do something else, or are you trying to stop with what you already do? What if you had to make your next move, like what's your next move?
I think I already made it in that, like with comedy. When I first started doing comedy, I was just like doing church stuff and different church events and things in the church, and that's important. I love that, and truly one day Zephram Smith, he's a musician, and he asked me to come and do an event, to do comedy at an event that he was doing, and it was a secular event. I was like, I'm a church comedian, and he was like, no, I think you'll do good. And that was the first time I stepped outside of the church and and so I love that aspect too. That's why with the Don't Let the Phone Booth Fool Your Comedy Encounter, I'm also doing now the Classic Clean comedy shows, and I've done a couple at Laugh Out Loud already. This year I got at least 2 planned for this year that my team and I go pull together. And
look, you see me looking ugly. Like 2. Are you what?
So yeah, that's kind of like the next thing, kind of being going into like the secular world, but still doing clean comedy. So that's that's like the new leg of the comedy aspect. So
okay.
Like our motto for the Classic Clean shows are, we don't cuss, but we do cut up. And because a lot of people, some people still kind of, when they see me, they think it's always gonna be church. I'm like, but no, we have a bar with a 2-drink minimum. We have, it's a full experience. But yeah, so I think that's the next thing now, getting the keeping that balance with the sacred and the secular, but all being clean comedy.
Okay. All right. So what is the place, what place would you like to perform at? What's your dream place? What's your dream place to perform at? Doesn't have to be here, but your dream place or
I really
dream
want to do.
church to perform it?
I want to do the Dallas Comedy Club.
Okay.
I would love to do Dallas Comedy Club, and I would love to appear on a show with either Shirlene or Anna Douglas. Wherever they, I would love to do a show with either, well, both of them actually. We might have them next year, y'all.
I know that's right.
We'll bring them here. So
give them glory.
That's it. And Kev on stage. Those three, Anna Douglas, Shirlene, and Kev on stage. I would love to do a show with any of them.
That would be dope.
So yeah, that's my heart. And I would love to do a cruise one day too. That's because that would take a little orchestration with CJ. I see Trey Mack do cruise all the time, and somebody was telling me, like, "Oh, I think you'd be excellent on a cruise." And so that's another dream, to do a cruise ship one day.
That would be dope.
Yeah, I agree.
That would
first taking CJ with me, put them in the room. Y'all go to the room. I'm gonna be down here telling these jokes. Right.
I understand. So what is your favorite part of your yearly show?
Oh wow. My favorite part of gosh, that's just so fun. I mean, I think it's nothing like of course, because you've done comedy. There's nothing like being on the stage in front of people and they're laughing and you say something, people that energy that you get from that is amazing. And when people that I know, people who come for me, if that makes sense. Like I say, look, we're doing this, and people show up. I mean, it's just such a blessing to see that. Of course, we want to meet the budget, we want to make money, but it's just seeing people, even if it's just 10 people,
right?
They're seeing they took time out their schedule to come to a DP show. It's just nothing like it. So just seeing I love everybody coming, but like my people who know me, my local people, my family, my church members, seeing them get up and come, put on clothes and come to see me. I love that.
That's what's up. it do feel good to bring good and positive energy.
It does,
because we have a lot going on in the world today.
Oh my God, do we ever? I'm like, is this a Saturday Night Live skit that's just going on and on? I mean, when is it gonna stop?
When is it gonna stop? Right. 2025 has been something. I don't even have no words for 2025 right now.
It's swinging. It ain't playing at all.
It's not playing at all. So yeah, we thank you for just being a positive vibe to people, like all the time. Like we need to laugh and laugh and release.
Right.
We need to.
That's my goal. To just be like even when I'm like on social media, and I may not have like a huge following or whatever, but anytime I see somebody got an event going on, I'm gonna share it. Even if I can't be there, I'm gonna tell somebody else about it, because I want everybody who's like putting their heart into something. I want them to see it come to fruition. I want them for it to be successful for them, whatever their goal is. So I just want to be, like you say, that positive vibe wherever I go, no matter whose life I'm touching. I want to leave an impact on it.
Right. And y'all, let me tell y'all about working with DP. Let me go and release. Let me release.
Yes.
Working with DP is not hard, but
ain't easy.
It's not easy. Okay, because he does everything, he has to be involved in everything.
And I'm trying to learn to let it go.
And he's trying to learn to let go.
Right, too.
And I don't know if it's working.
I'm trying. I'm getting better. And I tell people all the time, I say, look, y'all don't know, because I don't remember when I met you officially, but I'm like, Brown is a true genius. I said, so when y'all be like sleeping on Run, when I blow up for real and we hire Run full time, and she be like, oh, I ain't got time to come on that because DP got me on this show. Don't y'all be mad at me, because I be telling. She is a true genius, and I can't wait till the day when I tell, look here, what you want your salary to be? What you want? Just sign on the line. We got it for you.
See, I be telling people that. I be like, okay, when I'm unavailable,
Look, she gonna tell you the truth. She gonna look ahead and see what you can't see, and look, she'll see your vision, know your heart, and still tell you, look here, now you don't need to do that. You need to go ahead and charge. She gonna put you. She gonna pull you out of your comfort zone, and it's gonna be for your good.
Yeah. So
it should be full time staff. Don't y'all say nothing. Don't be mad.
I be trying to tell them. I'm like, somebody gonna snatch me up, and y'all gonna be mad.
Be mad.
Yeah.
Run
So,
do.
yeah.
We gonna keep her paid and busy.
Yeah, so please believe the show will always continue to be bigger and better. So we might need to have a staff meeting so we can go and start for next year.
Right. I got some ideas already. I know my wife be like, let me get through this one first. I'm like, I've been seeing some things for next year. But yeah, Friday, March 28th, I want to sell out the building, Greenwood Acres Family Life Center. We're gonna be packed in there. We got this lineup is going to be phenomenal. Once we hit the stage, I'm telling y'all come get y'all some cake, get y'all some refreshments, sit down and just laugh until we leave there.
Right. Give us your so we can build up more of your following on your social media pages. How can they follow you on social media?
On Facebook, I'm DP the Comedian. On Instagram, I'm DP the Comedian. And I'm not. That's on too. I'm on TikTok, but not really like doing anything major. I want to get into it,
but you need to. We'll talk about that.
Facebook.
We'll talk about that later.
Instagram and Facebook, DP the Comedian. Y'all can find me at my website and also YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, DP the Comedian. I got some good videos on YouTube, and so yeah, y'all show me some love. I'm not about being famous, but I want to be effective. So wait
a minute. Hold on, preacher. Hold on, pastor. Oh, whoa. Run it back. Rewind. Tell them. Please. Because listen, I know God be giving my people for a podcast for a reason. Like that one sentence. If you would have said that one sentence at the beginning, the podcast would have been over.
We could have had the benediction right then.
Say it one, please. Say it one more time.
We're not just trying to be famous. We want to be effective. That's it. That's it. That's the goal.
Those are the church open.
Right. It's the one.
It's
while the blood still running warm in your veins.
Come on, y'all. It's all of this is why I continually. I don't care how many people know me. I don't care.
Right.
We are effective.
That's it. That's the goal. That's it.
That's the goal. I'm gonna shout myself to I'm gonna shout myself to sleep.
Praise God.
It's definitely all about being effective because we definitely we have some non-effective, talentless people here. Okay, in the earth, period. Because I mean, you see some of the stuff that goes viral.
Right,
you see what I'm saying?
Really?
Yes, really.
Really? That's what we hyping up now. Okay.
Exactly. So that should be the goal. People need to be effective.
Say it with your holy voice.
Effective. That's so now, look, if you didn't take away nothing from this podcast,
take that and run with it.
Please take that and run with it. Okay. So one more time, give us the lineup again for your show.
Okay, Friday, March 28th. We'll start at 6 p.m. with our pre-birthday reception and celebration. We got Wild J Brown, the violinist, and the DJ. He'll be wearing two hats that night. We got Moved by the Spirit Mind Ministry. We got our co-host Shanika Whitaker and comedian Munchie. Our comedians for the night, along with DP the Comedian, are going to be Trey Mack and Kevin Hollingsworth. We got our musical guest, Evangelist G. Stewart, and bringing up the finale that night will be Orchesis Dance Company from Grambling State University. You can go to www.dpthecomedian.com to get your tickets today. They are only $30. It's going to be an amazing show.
Absolutely. And you're y'all, if y'all trying to book him, of course you got to go through me. Duh.
Right.
Y'all don't know why y'all think I be joking, but I be telling y'all I be over some people. You if you trying to book, if you need to book DP the comedian for whatever you need to book him for, you can go on his website for inquiries, DP the comedian .com, and then even if you inquire on the website, he gonna bring it to me. Right. So y'all better be nice to me.
I'm hosting comedy set, whatever you need.
Hosting comedy stuff, cooking. Make sure y'all go to Pines Road Financial Plaza to the Exxon for the tea cakes. Easy on the brownies. You might want to make those brownies. You might want to think about making those brownies into brownie bites.
Brownie bites, okay.
That's just a pre-diabetes suggestion.
Make sure y'all get y'all fiber before you eat a brownie.
Please do. Please do. Because I got chewable fiber. So
your system.
You got to be ready. You got to be ready. So the tea cakes is great. Brownies is good. Please take it easy. But y'all make sure y'all go check out the tea cakes. If you need a house, he got you. You need tea cakes, he got you. You need a prayer, he got you. You need some laughter, he got you.
I got you.
He got you. And he has a son with autism. So if you need advice.
Yeah, because look, when I remember we first got that diagnosis, I cried.
Really?
I cried so hard. I was like, I know I was so embarrassed because I know people looking at me like, okay, why is he so emotional? But it was like that thing, because the night before we got the actual diagnosis, I prayed the whole night, like, Lord, please don't let it be autism. I can't handle autism. Mm-hmm. And so when they said it, I just broke down. But like, look at God, 20-something years later, we still handling this. So God did it. Now apparently God had a plan.
And he is the best thing ever.
I promise you.
Besides liking me.
We working on that.
I'm
really sometimes.
I'm gonna get on YouTube and get some advice on how to deal with the autism child that don't like you. It's tough.
He did my sister the same way. He heard my sister tell my youngest son that he was her favorite nephew one time. Since then, he like, okay, go talk to your favorite. She be like, give me a kiss. He be like, look, go talk to your favorite.
Yeah. Yes. So what I like to do is to tell my guests to give us, and I'm sure you have lots of motivation going on, or motivational words for everything that you do. So I just like my guests to give, a few motivational words for some people who can't find a balance in everything they do, some people who are trying to deal with adversity and things like that. So listen.
Oh man, I would say just because it's not easy does not mean it's not God. Just because it's not easy doesn't mean it's not God. Because especially with social media now, there's so many people like, oh, I posted a video and it went viral, and now I'm making $7,000 a week, on YouTube. And for some of us, things don't happen like that. But that does not mean that God's hand is not in it. Like I told y'all with real estate, I started, got sick, and couldn't finish. Started again, got COVID, started again. So I'm like, okay, just because I went through those struggles does not mean that God was not in the midst of all that. Mm-hmm. Even with my comedy show, that meant that like last year, we had our show on the same night as they had the blues concert. So we had a very small crowd because everybody was in, and I wasn't mad about it, but it is what it is, So sometimes things happen, and we feel like that if it was God, it would just blow up overnight. If it was God, it would be so easy. But sometimes through those struggles, those times when it seemed like it failed, God still give you little nuggets to kind of strengthen you and lessons that you can learn and take down the road. So just because you may seem to have some challenges in doing what's on your heart to do, mm-hmm. It doesn't mean that God is not in the midst of it.
Boy, if I had the energy to take off running around this room.
I'll be the glory.
Give him the glory.
Yes.
That's awesome, bro. Awesome, bro. Amen. I am, you know what? I don't remember how we met.
I was trying to remember. Well, I know. Well, I remember the church that you were at, like back then. So I'm like, did I meet her at the church or doing comedy?
I don't.
I'm gonna have to sit down and figure it out.
I know. I honestly do not. I be telling people, how you know, sir? Baby, I don't know. I just
know.
I just know them. I just be running into people, and we just. But I did one of your comedy shows before, didn't it? Did I perform at one of your comedy shows? Possibly.
I know you did,
but I don't know how they came up. I don't know how they.
I think you've been at a couple of them. I know you did the one I did at Showers of Blessing that time. No. Anyway, you've done a couple. I know it might have been was Showers of Blessing, but yeah, you've done a couple. So, but I don't think I met you doing comedy. I knew you were a comedian, but I met you something at church or something.
It probably.
I don't know.
Listen, I'm in the church circle deep too, right. So ain't no.
Yes, Lord.
Ain't no telling. So once again, thank you so much for being on the show. Well, you ain't had no choice because I do your press stuff anyway. Right. So.
So look, I see the flyer. Okay, I'll be there. Just print a flyer. Which one we do something? I got a flyer done. So
look, y'all, I don't care what y'all say. I'm biased toward my clients. So my clients gonna automatically come to my show. So I don't care what y'all say. Look,
yes, should be no
my clients gonna get the press they need. Period.
Indeed.
I don't care. So thank you so much for coming on the show. Y'all make sure y'all go to www.dpthecomedian.com to purchase your tickets to the show, because we always have a good time at the show. We always have an amazing show every year. Every year gets bigger, every year gets better. So y'all make sure y'all tap in if y'all want to book them. www.dpthecomedian.com for booking information. Inquire about a house, inquire about the tea cakes. Make sure you check your blood sugar after you eat the brownies. Okay. Make sure you poke that finger.
Okay.
Make sure you poke that finger after you eat them brownies.
Yes,
thank y'all so much for tuning in.
Thank y'all. I appreciate every last one of y'all. Thank you. Have a great night.